We're just punching our way south. Been doing a bit of upwind sailing.
Into this big swell and waves. Only to get to waves would Yosh put Nandji through this kind of condition.
After Bonita's big trip deep into the jungle to live with the remote Mentawai tribe, and my first ever solo sail to go pick her up, we are back together again on Nandji and ready to plan our next adventure.
It's just dribbling with rain, so I've gone to get the tarp out and put it up on deck here to catch some water. And these Indo fishers are just cruising past, and I just see all these mahi tails hanging out. No wonder why we can't catch any mahi, because these lads have got them all. They've got like 30 of them. Massive stonking mahi too. Yeah, so we're just going to get one off him.
How much?
Sweet. Oh, 130
$13.
So, 13 bucks.
My wife, my boss, my wife.
Shows your cat!
I've been out all night, you know. Had a big day out. Got myself some dinner.
With our little freezer on Nandji, now stuffed full of mahi-mahi, we headed over to the main town of the Mentawai Islands, to a budget, in search to hopefully restock other essentials. Making our way down the wooden piers and bridges into the main street of this sleepy little village, we were on the hunt for fresh food, fuel, phone credit and bintang. We were rather unsuccessful in our efforts as we didn't realise it was the weekend, so we were back on Nandji within the hour and sailing out of the channel. Rounding the headland and leaving the protected waters behind us, we tightened our sails and close-hauled sailed into the oncoming sea.
There we go.
We're just punching our way south. These southeast trade winds are so relentless. So we've been doing a bit of upwind sailing, and then we pulled the sails down this morning just because it's getting too strong. And we could sail right out to sea and then tack back in again and waste half the day. So since we've got Fang, we're just going to smash straight into it for a couple of hours and try to get down to Lance's left. It's my birthday in a couple of days and there's a big swell coming for it. So I'd really like to surf the wave HT's, Lance's right. Hopefully the winds allow us to, but we'll just smash down. I'd really like to get a lot further south, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen just because these trades are just relentless.
It's going to air dry.
Bonita's just been up on the bow having a bow shower. We're just protected by this little island, so it's kind of the smoothest as it's going to be for the next couple of hours. Marley's got his own bed these days, so he never actually gets up. When he didn't have his own bed, we could get him up because he'd be asleep on the couch or asleep in our bed and be like, "Oh no, it's time to get up, buddy." But now, it's ridiculous. He just lies in bed all day, stoked.
Sick day today. We're motoring upwind into this big swell and waves. And I can honestly count on my hand the number of times we've done this kind of sailing. It's twice, today and yesterday. Only to get to waves would Yosh put Nandji through this kind of condition. So you've got these short period wind swell waves that are absolutely gorgeous. They don't really show up very well on the camera, but yeah, they are beautiful, and they're keeping us on our toes today, that's for sure. Trade winds don't normally blow up this far, but this year they have for some reason, and it's been quite windy. Tell us what's so important. Why are we bashing into this sea?
With a massive swell coming, and it's my birthday, so I want to get coned at HT's. That's my plan.
On your birthday.
On my birthday. Pretty rolly, isn't it?
Yeah.
After 2 solid days of bashing to windward, we had arrived to Lance's left, where I'd hoped could handle the strong southeast wind.
Yeah, there's a bit of a wave there.
To say the least, I was very optimistic, as the waves are always pumping in your mind until you arrive. We had made the mammoth effort to get down here though, so I had to give it a crack.
The surf conditions are horrendous. The wave, it looks like a big mushy wobble, and there's lots of wind chop, so it's impossible to film anything in these conditions. But Yosh is insisting that he surfs and that I film it, and so I'm not going to argue with the guy. Here is the world's worst surfing footage. Let's go, Yosh! Yeah! Yoo-hoo! Last is left! Yeah, boy!
Well, I can say I've surfed Lance's left. That's about it. Piece of shit.
After catching only a handful of waves, we picked up anchor and hightailed out of there. In hindsight, I should have been much smarter in my decision making and accepted the weather forecast rather than hoping too much.
This rodeo is a little bit too wild for us, so we're going to head around the corner to an anchorage. We have around 3 nautical miles of sailing in this, and then it will be downwind sailing after that. We decided to turn around and head downwind. The wave around the corner, Yosh decided, is probably going to be terrible like this one tomorrow, so oh, what a feeling it is to turn the boat around and sail downwind. It is glorious.
Disappointed and annoyed at myself for making the decision to bash our way down here, we finally made the right choice and sailed with the wind back up the coast to an anchorage hidden from this southeast wind. Here we could take the whippet for a run and relax in a flat anchorage before the following day we could make the smartest choice and sail with the wind and weather back up the coast.
You ready? Hold on. Go, Marley!
How cool is this drop off? It's like sand to, woo! That's a solid angle right there. Don't mind if I do. Cannonball! Woo! In again. Oh, I like this area. We're about to do a little bit of afternoon maintenance on Nandji. We've been sailing her a lot and moving her around a lot, but she needs a bit of TLC as well, so...
Yeah, she's getting a tub. When we left anchor this morning, we had a little fang around in the tender and took Marley to beach. We looked back at Nandji and realised that she needs a bit of a tub.
Ooh, she's dirty!
Yeah.
She's dirty!
And I'm going to jump in and give the auto prop a bit of a scrub, because when we put it on we didn't use any sort of chemical like, what's that real expensive stuff?
Prop speed?
Prop speed, and so we didn't put that on, so she's just bare naked, so I need to jump in and give her a bit of a tub every 7 to 10 days. It's been 2 weeks since I've had a good look at the prop.
Nandji's pretty dirty. There's maybe from pollution, from being anchored near the cities.
It's Yosh's birthday tomorrow, so I'm baking him brownies, chocolate brownies. So unhealthy. I don't have a mixer, so I have to do it manually. High speed, 3 minutes.
Waking up with a coffee and some delicious brownies for breakfast on my birthday morning, we got some sail up and begun our trek north. Originally for my birthday, all I had wanted was to be out at sea sailing to South Africa. But since our plans have changed, now all I wanted to do was surf HTs. But you can only do what the weather allows, so plans change again, and now there is nothing more satisfying than to be flying downwind, surfing Nandji in the new swell that arrived overnight.
See the swell rolling through. Side swell over here. It's coming across, and we're doing a couple of these ones.
We're starting to make our way back north again now. We're going back into playgrounds. We go to eBay's. When we went there last time, we didn't really get good waves because the swell was really south. But there's a big swell at the moment that's from the southwest. It's like 3 meters at 17 seconds. So it's pretty rowdy out here on the ocean. We left early this morning and by 9 o'clock they're already up to 15, so it's just like 15 to 20 now. We chucked a couple of reefs in and just scooting around the bottom of Kandui, doing 7.5 knots, 8 knots. Whew. We've been downwind running it, pretty sweet, but we got a little bit too far north, so we've had to turn and take it on the beam a bit. So we've got the swell on the beam and the wind on the beam a bit at the moment. So it's a bit rolly as we go over some of these big lumps that are coming through.
It's really nice to be sailing and not bashing into waves and
yeah, just flying along, eh?
Feels
like,
so nice. Yeah.
Smoothness.
Woo. That's another episode of Sailing Nandji. Our adventures aren't always fruitious. The Lancers left didn't end up providing, but we had the best adventure heading down there and an even better one coming back. So.
Yeah, it was good fun to turn around and sail downwind, and once that big swell actually kicked in, whew, cutbacks on Nandji are so much fun. We were hooking.
Yeah. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and write a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a lot.
Tell your mum, tell your friends. Sailing Nandji.
A huge thank you to our Patreons who make these videos possible. We couldn't do it without you. So big shout out to Sandra and Paul and Andrea as well for upping your pledges.
Yeah, we're always stoked when people up their pledge. It's a great feeling for us. It means we might be doing something right. And then when we get new patrons on board, so big shout out to you guys. This is for the month of September, all these guys that have joined up. So thanks very much, legends. Thanks to Ange, David and Carol, M. McH, Johan, Solo Tribe, Michael, Tim, Emil, Alex, Zach, Batik Giananda.
Forgive pronunciation.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Brian, Stu and Richard. So thanks very much, legends. It's awesome that you guys have joined the Sailing Nandji family and helped support our channel and helped keep sailing around the world.
Keep these videos coming.
You.
So we got another video coming out really soon after this one, so stay tuned, guys.
You.
See ya.
Gotcha. We've been anchored off this little island, Snake Island near Kandui for the last 3 or 4 days. Frenchie put me onto a spot where doggies are, so I've just been doggy hunting.
We're gonna circumnavigate Snake Island. We're running really low on fresh produce. You want to sail on a budget? Yeah, I think we might be stuck, hey? Get the anchor up just by moving around.
I'll drive forward until I say stop, and then come off the bow and drop a bit of chain, and then I'll dive down, and that'll give me enough time to hook it off the bommy. Well, not exactly what we wanted when we were trying to leave.